the 3 ways you can communicate effectively in marriage, I've come to understand that one of the major problems that married people face in marriage is lack of quality communication, lack of adequate communication. A lot of time people think that communication is you are talking and I'm listening, I talk, you talk, that is communication. Communication is not just when you are bringing out words and the other person is looking at you. Somebody might be looking at what you're saying, but the person is really not listening to you. So number one way to communicate very effectively in marriage is by listening. If you want to have a very good communication life in your marriage, you have to understand the principle of listening. A lot of us listen to respond. If you want to have a healthy communication life in your relationship, you don't listen to respond. You listen to understand. When you listen to people, even when it seems like they are saying trash, even when it seems like what they are saying is not making sense to you, even when you have counter opinion, but cool down, listen to them, get to understand all that they have said, get to understand what they are saying. At the end of the day, after you have understood what they are saying, you will know their pain, you will know the angle they are coming from, you will understand everything behind, every reason behind their action, and you will understand their thoughts. You will understand the thoughts beyond their action and why they are complaining. Because sometimes you might not be seeing things the way another person is seeing it, but when you are able to listen when the next person is talking, you'll be able to start picturing the thing the way the person is saying it. Now, you listening is not for the person to convince you, but you paying attention and listening very well is for you to actually understand what the person means. Even when you have a counter opinion, even when you have a different opinion, when you listen to people and you have understood them very well, you know how to present your opinion. You know how to put your opinion. So listening should be a skill that you must master. If you want to have a successful marriage, you must master the act of listening, and not just listening very well. Number 2 way to communicate effectively in your marriage and relationship is for you to understand that you can disagree, but don't despise. A lot of people, when you don't agree with their opinion, when you don't agree with the way they see things, they tend to start despising you. They tend to start feeling like you're senseless. They tend to start feeling like you're not smart enough or stuff. But the truth is, in a marriage relationship, you can disagree with your husband. You can disagree in love. You can also disagree to agree. You can disagree, but in your disagreement, don't despise the other person. Don't be quick to badmouth the next person because they actually disagree with your opinion. So you have to understand the power of effective communication in a relationship in order to have a very quality relationship with your spouse. Number 3 way to have a very quality communication life in your relationship is be open and honest. A lot of time people go into relationship being very dishonest. A lot of time people go into relationship pretending, but you must be very much open and very, very honest in your dealing with your partner. Try to open up to them. Tell them what you're feeling. Tell them the way you feel it. Tell them whatever thing they are doing that hurts you. Put it in a polite form manner. Don't do it like you're instructing them, but tell them like you're coming in love. Let them see love when you're saying it. Most especially when you're telling them the thing they are doing that hurts you. Know how to present it by being open. You present it in an open manner, in a respectful manner, and in such a way that the person doesn't feel you're antagonizing. A lot of time, communication is always the problem. A lot of people fall out of relationship because of inadequate communication. A lot of marriage relationships that are broken is caused because of inadequate communication. Most time people think that it's always about banging that make your relationship work. It's always about sex that make your marriage work. As much as sex have its own contribution to the success of marriage, but it cannot take the place of communication. If you don't understand the place of communication in marriage, your marriage is at the verge of collapsing. You should be able to understand how to talk to your partner so that you get a positive result. Don't always go fighting when it's time to communicate. Don't always keep malice when it's time to communicate. A lot of failed marriage or failed relationship were caused by things that can be resolved by just mere communication or mere understanding in communication. So you must develop your assimilation level so that when the other person is being open and honest in communicating with you, you are understanding what they are saying. Sometimes you tend to bring yourself to people's level. Either you bring yourself up to people's level or you bring yourself down to people's level. Whatever thing it is you will do to make sure that you get to the level where as your partner is talking to you, the frequency is connecting. You both are connected in discussion. You both are connected in love by being open and honest in your dealing with your partner. My name is Mr. Ajerosi Emmanuel, and this is Ajerosi the Great TV. Do well to like, subscribe, share, and follow us for more content like this. I love you so much.